Here's the secret to maximize time for what's most important. Hey everyone, Marty here. Welcome to another edition of Reawaken Your Competitive Spirit. And today I want to visit a quote by Abraham Lincoln, and that is, "The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just." And of course, Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the United States. But the big idea here is if your why is strong enough, you'll keep fighting even when the outcome looks bleak. So here's how this applies to us as former athlete entrepreneurs and really making an impact. So if your why, like I said, if your why is strong enough, you'll keep going. And it's like you can't just let it be a little bitty why. You can't just let it be something that you can step into and out of as you please. In my opinion, it needs to be an epic cause, which so happens to be the third component of any game. And epic, huge, grand scale, even legend, wait for it, dairy, as Barney Stinson would say. So, what are some epic causes and parts of these games that can keep you going and keep you fighting through all the bullcrap that you are going to encounter on your road to making an impact? So, number one, survival. This one seems pretty obvious, but if you look at things like I don't know, I'm just grabbing off the top of my head, like a game like Gears of War, you're like fighting for the very survival of a planet. Now that's a huge epic cause, but if you're in a spot in your life to where your health is at risk, your health is low, and you're literally fighting for survival, that's a good enough cause to get you going. And I say good enough, not to downplay it, but a lot of people don't worry about it until it's too late. So in regards to the survival game, I will have you know this. If you are playing the survival game, you can't thrive. You're just barely getting by. So your why, if it's attached to that, that should be the first thing that you knock out. And that should be where all the attention goes. And you should really be living like today could be your last, because it doesn't matter what it is, what virus it is, what sort of outstanding circumstances it is. You got to understand that you must live your life like today could be your last. Second, competition. Now, a lot of athletes get into the game because they're out to prove something. They're looking to prove somebody wrong. And I forgot who said this. This is a quote from somebody else that I can't remember right now. But it was something along the lines of, if you don't know what you're fighting for, it's easier to identify what you're fighting against. And that might get you started, but understanding whenever you're doing something for competition reasons, it's all about proving something to yourself in the end. And figuring out what that something is going to get you going, and maybe it's the glory and the bright lights, but eventually it's going to turn into something else once you figure out exactly what it is that you're trying to prove to yourself. Next epic cause is cooperation, and this is all about strengthening your connection. Maybe it's with a loved one, maybe it's with a friend or your inner circle, maybe it's your entire team. But whenever you play the game in the name of cooperation and looking to move forward with everybody else, that's an epic cause. That'll keep you moving and going, but it can't just be from an external point of view. You can't just do things for other people. Although you should give to your team, although you should contribute to the team as much as possible, you can't rely on the team or anything external alone to push you through the hard times. Even in cooperation, your epic call still has to come from within. And I think that the main reason, the thing that we're all working towards as athletes when we are in our career, and former athletes after our career is over and we've unretired into the game of entrepreneurship, is we're looking to make an impact. We're looking to somehow create a platform to make a difference for our own epic calls and get our message out there. And reach our people, and make the biggest difference that we possibly can. So let's put this into action. Revisit your why often, especially when things are going sideways and things are looking bleak, and understand that the best whys come from within you. And also know that you're going to fail, but if you truly believe in your cause, you'll keep fighting the good fight. So, hey, by the way, if you're a former athlete entrepreneur who's committed to fighting for a just cause, take a minute to check out this Life After Sports Survival Toolkit I just put together for you guys. All you have to do is go to gearedupinsider.com/toolkit. And this is going to make it easy for you to maximize your time and do what's most important to you without wasting time on lost causes. Now, I will tell you this. This toolkit is awesome. It's amazing. But they're just tools. Like, the weapon doesn't make the man. You have to have a strong enough why to actually dig into that toolbox and use these things. But I've carefully been curating this stuff. It's not just stuff from me. It's from other former athlete entrepreneurs who I've spoken with and gotten their insights on how to make the biggest impact on the world. So if that's you, go and check it out. All you have to do is go to gearedupinsider.com/toolkit. Check it out. Let me know what you think. See you there.